Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is Straight Facts Commentary where I give you my unpopular opinions in everything pop culture. So please stick around and subscribe for more.
One thing you don't know about Ariana Grande is that she literally sings everything. Like she's starting to forget how to talk in her own voice because she sings everything, and it's a good thing because she's a beautiful voice. But it's awesome. She sings absolutely everything. She never stops.
That's so true, Liz. You sing a lot too, especially during rehearsals.
We all sing.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't even need to talk about this anymore. But Ariana texted me, and we both were like, "This is so stupid." And so I think the biggest rumor is just like this whole narrative that was created of like me being jealous of her and us not being friends, and I feel like it's this constant story of like the media and people wanting to pit people against each other, and it's just so not even relevant anymore now. But I think that was probably the biggest thing where I was like, this is so dumb. Like 10 years later or like however many, and I'm like, why, how is this even a story? This is so stupid.
Okay, it's time to talk. It's time to talk about Ariana Grande and Victoria Justice and why we owe Victoria Justice an apology for real. Now, this is my personal opinion. This is my hot take. If you guys don't feel we owe Victoria Justice an apology, then you don't feel that way. But I'm going to explain to you why I do feel that way. So I'm just going to give a brief summary. I am not breaking down the whole drama from Victoria Justice and Ariana Grande from beginning to end, okay? We'd be here for an hour, 45 minutes. But everybody knows, bottom line, there was some tension between them for years. And everybody picked on, bullied, ridiculed, and talked down to Victoria Justice because they believed that Victoria was the mean girl and that she was jealous of Ariana Grande and was picking on her behind the scenes of the show, yelling at her, not being very nice to her, being rude to her. And basically, Ariana Grande has been the victim all of these years in the situation when anybody thinks of Victoria Justice and Ariana Grande. And even back then, I didn't believe that, but I even more so don't believe it now. First of all, not even having to do with Ariana Grande, if you just think about Victoria Justice's character, and not her character on Victorious, meaning her character and what we know of her as fans, and how she's kind of acted throughout her entire career. She is pretty much unproblematic. You never hear Victoria's name in the media. You never hear her associated with anything, anyone, talking down about people, getting in drama. Twitter spats, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever social media that you want to use, you never really hear Victoria's name involved in any mess. Victoria seems, at least from, bird's eye view, because we don't know her personally, like a genuine, sweet, unproblematic, kind-hearted young woman. Getting into her relationship with Ariana Grande a bit, I'm not going to completely negate the fact that she couldn't have been a little bit jealous of Ariana Grande and the massive amount of success and reach and popularity that she got. The only reason why I say this is because Victoria Justice was trying to pursue a musical career of her own, and that didn't end up panning out to be the huge popular success that Ariana Grande is. So it's only natural that if you want something that somebody else has in terms of a music career and it didn't work out for you, that maybe you wouldn't feel a little bit of twinge there of possibly enviousness. But do I actually feel as though that she took out anything on Ariana Grande or that she was genuinely mean to her, as some people claim that she was? No. And the main reason why I doubt this is because of what Victoria Justice has showed us over all of these years, and she has maintained a track record of not being a terrible person. In my opinion, way back during the Victoria's days, Ariana Grande set Victoria Justice up to look like a bad person by basically saying that she was the reason why Victorious ended up being canceled because she was trying to focus on her solo music career and going on tour. And by her tweeting this, or on whatever platform she ended up saying this on, it sent a lot of hate to Victoria Justice. And Ariana Grande and Elizabeth Gillies were the most popular characters on the show. Even though Victoria Justice was a main character and she was the star of the show, everybody gravitated more towards Ariana Grande and Elizabeth. So whatever Ariana Grande said is going to be the things that fans are going to run with and are going to latch onto. And I'm sure Ariana Grande knew this. So she was speaking to a fan on a question forum and she said, "Sweetheart, the only reason why Victorious ended is because One girl didn't want to do it. She chose to do a solo tour instead of a cast tour. If we had done a cast tour, Nickelodeon would have ordered another season of Victorious while Sam and Cat filmed simultaneously, but she chose otherwise. I'm tired of this BS. Then a fan pretty much called out Ariana Grande and said, "Do you just like to start drama? Now the fan bases are fighting. Good fucking job." No, I don't. That's why I deleted it. If you think for 1 second I did that on purpose, you're out of your mind. I really, really didn't mean it. People already saw it and screenshotted it, but I shouldn't have done it and I apologize. It's really, really hard being blamed for something you didn't do and hated on so hard for so long when you don't deserve it. So I just snapped like a little kid, even though I was defending myself. It was very immature. I sincerely apologize. It really wasn't a good choice. I don't want anybody to hate on anybody. Victoria Justice said, "Some people will throw someone that they consider a friend under the bus just to make themselves look good. Stop being a phony. If only they knew."
At the end of the day, like, everyone in the cast of Victorious was a family, and I love and respect all of them and wish all of them well no matter what.
Yeah.
And it was just this ongoing thing, and then people were blaming me, saying that I was selfish for going on tour and that I was the reason why Victorious was canceled, which first of all couldn't be further from the truth because I am not a Nickelodeon executive. I have absolutely no power over whether or not the show continued on, and a lot of the other cast members didn't want to go on a Victorious tour anyways, so it was just kind of unfair, and it was this whole
And Victoria Justice, even to this day, is still blamed and called a mean girl and all of these things in regards to Ariana Grande. And that's something she had to deal with for several years after the fact. And she was called a flop, and she was called this and that and the third. And it's like all because Ariana Grande perpetuated these things and she didn't really address it very often after the fact. Also, I feel that Victoria Justice definitely needs to be vindicated because situations like this that we're seeing with her and Ethan Slater are just showing and proving Ariana Grande's true colors, in my opinion. And some people are probably going to say, well, what does the Ethan Slater situation have to do with the Victoria Justice situation? Those are two completely different situations. Yes, of course, they're two completely different situations. But in my opinion, different situations shows different people's characteristics and character traits. And obviously, Ariana Grande is not trustworthy as a person. She's not a girl's girl. She's slimy, she's sneaky, she's manipulative, she deflects, she hides, she shifts the blame, all of these things. She was also pretty much doing this when she was being interviewed on the Zach Sang show, and she brought up, without really bringing up, the Ethan Slater situation.
The thing is that, like, we know this about the tabloids and about the media and about, like, am I crazy? Don't we know this?
Yeah, but nobody cares for the sake of a good story or for curing one's boredom on the internet.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. It's like we selectively remember that this is what the tabloids do to people, especially women, based on whether or not we like the person. We selectively remember that. We selectively leave space for humanness, for nuance. Like, they don't leave space for that. Well, they do for their friends and their family. It's selective.
Yeah,
but when they turn it off, when that aligns with the version of a person that they have in their head that they want to believe is true. Does that make sense?
100%. Yeah.
But I don't say this for them. Again, I'm saying it for my fans, for myself.
Like, girl, huh? What? Girl, you're talking in circles. She's talking in circles. She didn't take any accountability for anything having to do with the Ethan Slater situation. She blamed the tabloids. She blamed the media for basically what happened and what fans ended up finding out, right? Instead of just owning up to the situation or saying she was wrong, which of course, way too much pride to do something like that, or just saying, something along those lines. But no, she completely deflected. And that's what I'm saying, like, character traits, characteristics of which is like, okay, girl, you're being slimy and you're avoiding the true issue here. And that's what I'm saying. It makes girls like Victoria Justice are vindicated in my book. I mean, she always was to me, but I'm saying in terms of any speculation, any rumors, it's like, I'm sorry, I stand with Victoria Justice. I always have, but even more so now, because it's like you kind of get to see, maybe not in the beginning, but over the years, a real person's character will come out. A real person's intentions will show. The real person of the heart comes out of people. And no. I feel like for years, Ariana Grande does a good job at playing the good girl, nice girl, girl's girl role. Okay? but she's not actually that. We can't forget she is an actress after all. And there I've said it. I think we owe Victoria Justice an apology. I feel like for those of y'all who were at Victoria Justice's neck, and maybe some of y'all who still are, who knows? At this point, it's tired. You need to hang it up because there's no point of going at Victoria Justice all these years later. But I'm saying in case you are still. Y'all need to hang it up. Victoria Justice has always struck me as a good person, and she's always struck me as unproblematic, and she's always struck me as somebody who is holding back a lot of things that she probably knows about people and that she's probably seen and that she's probably been through, because she's not the type of person who's going to go and air out people's dirty laundry, or she's not the type of person who's going to be talking smack about people behind the scenes and making them look bad. Okay? But what do you guys think about the situation? What do you think about my hot take? You can cuss me out down below if you want to get blocked. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I love you guys, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.